Avail. So you guys are officially right now live on my streams, my multiple streams, which that is another conversation I'm gonna have with y'all. But tonight, we're just talking about what's going on this particular channel. Live on my YouTube. I'm gonna leave my Instagram up for a little bit, but not for long. I've got a little bit of time here where I'm gonna give you guys some just a few ticks, you know what I'm saying, some time to come into the room. I'm giving y'all a few minutes to come over to the YouTube channel that's printed below. It already sent out an alert to everyone else on my YouTube, as well as everybody else that is on my other channels, so they know to come and congregate here in the room. It shows the amount of people that are on my live right now. This is my live is in my YouTube and everything else. And a few people popped in and some have left or whatnot. I'm still gonna leave it open for those people who drop in and come to and fro. But you guys aren't gonna want to miss this. And this is not a sponsored program, although I'm eating trolleys, and I know I shouldn't be, but it is what it is. Let me do this right too, so y'all understand. And y'all should be, when y'all tune into my Instagram, my live on YouTube, it's a totally different setup, and you'll see it once you get there. Make sure you type hello or something so I know you're in the room. I see somebody's already popped in, which is awesome. Make sure y'all come by the Instagram channel that's linked below. The Nikita Renee, Sip, Breathe, Jazzy, come to that Instagram, that YouTube channel, and you're going to see I'm in a whole nother zone. Like, Instagram is cheating y'all. It won't let me turn it sideways, nor will it let me put it in a space where y'all can really appreciate what's going on. I sound better because I'm coming through this microphone. It's more of an even tone. And then you can see the area that I'm in right now. I'm going to turn that candle off. It's getting hot in here. It's kind of toasty in the room right now. And I think I got the temperature. You know what? I'm going to have to open that door because it is about to have me sweating in this joint. Let me turn that down some more. All right. So, yeah, if you guys are joining me now, I see I got two people in the room. Go ahead and say hello, you guys. Matter of fact, let me do this. This is going to help. This is going to help out a lot. Oh, I don't want all those, though. Let me see. It's pulling up every station that I have open. I've got I'm multi-streaming. The LeMayon, come over to because that was one of the few pages that wasn't showing that I was live. And I think it's going to do it again. Like, let me see if I can detach that. Nope. Make sure you come over to the YouTube live. Let me see how I'm going to do this. So that's my YouTube. Let me go to my stuff, your channel. There we go. We're live. And I want to change something. Excuse me. Mute that. Let me bring the pop out channel. Bring that down. So if you guys are here, make sure you type in on my YouTube so I know you're there. Let me get off of that. Type in so I know you guys are with me. Type in so I know you guys are with me. Type hello on the YouTube channel. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. There we go. And that way I can see the chat. Let me participants. Okay. Baby, baby, baby. Ooh, yeah, yeah. Let me see. Say hello when you pop in. And we're going to get started in a minute. We're going to get started. I think it's important to get this thing going so you guys can really. There we go. And you guys, if you look, you see the live from my the live is up also from the Instagram, and Candace, Inspire, you guys can come over to the YouTube page. There's a little lag, and I don't want you guys to lag. And I'm only keeping my Instagram open for another 8 minutes. So 10:15, I'm gonna get into the business of talking about a couple social media strategies, man. It's gonna help y'all out with y'all campaigns. Whether it's and it's strictly, I'm gonna give y'all some game about Instagram that I think is gonna benefit whomever needs it. And you know what? Let me yeah, I'm gonna record this on my. Yeah, I'm gonna record it on that camera right there. What up, Pierre? What up, Ferry? You guys can join us over here on what up, Jazz? You guys can join us over here on Instagram. On my YouTube channel. And look, Jazz, look at that. I can pull your comment up, and now you're a part of it, even when you type. The experience that I'm gonna give you guys in my broadcast right now, I'm multicasting, and if you're on my YouTube, you get a chance to really see it. What up, Sandy? Join my YouTube if you can. I want you guys to see and join this experience. It gets greater. I'm only gonna do 50. I think I'm gonna do 15-minute intros on 15-minute intros on Instagram, so people can migrate over to my YouTube channel. And once you get to my YouTube channel and you subscribe and you like or comment and do any of those things, you'll be a part of my network over there. And then when I go live on YouTube, you will get the notifications. Now, I plan to go live. I think the script is every day of the week. Let me see. I've got the script on how often I want it to go live. Let me see. I'll show you guys. So this is how often it wasn't supposed to mute, my bad. But thank you, Jazz. Got my audio back. So what I was saying is this is the schedule. New Music Monday, Tech Talk Tuesdays, which is Tech Talk is social media and all that. Texas Wesley, join us over there at that below. What up, Pierre? Good to see you in the room. Everybody who's on here, make sure you guys are joining down below at that YouTube IC Green. That's where I'll be broadcasting at. I may keep you guys on, but I will not mirror the screen. So you guys who are joining me now, who are on my YouTube, Instagram, like if you guys look on YouTube, Pierre, yeah, she told me, and then it's some reason I think it muted when I showed you guys the schedule, and I had to unmute, but we're back, and I'm going to as we move forward, it's going to be a really crazy experience. If you're on Instagram, again, move over to my YouTube channel, which is the link at the bottom, so you can experience me in 3D, so to speak, I guess, in a whole nother experience. Yeah, I'm on YouTube. You on YouTube, Inspire? Type in anything. Just say hello or you know what I'm saying? And most of these conversations are going to happen from my studio, so I may end up playing something here and there. I might sing. I don't know. I haven't debated on how much of entertaining I'm going to be doing in that regard. But I'm definitely going to be giving y'all a good game and good information. So as people pop in and out, we got about 4 more minutes. I am going to help you guys out on how to improve and how to use your social media strategies on Instagram. And it's based around the concept that I coined called social digital currency. That's going to be the first introduction of it. But Sinitra, I'm live on YouTube. Come join me. But I'm going to help y'all get to that place where y'all can actively gain followers, gain influence, and have engaged followers. Those are the real reasons why any of us are doing any of the things that we're doing online. It's to garner a relationship with our audience. You know what I mean? It's hella important that you have that relationship with your audience to, you know, for whatever your objectives are. You know, if it's like Pierre's doing, you know, he's doing mortgages or whatnot, then he needs an audience to communicate about the different strategies of how he would, you know, how he would facilitate that for people. So it's important that we have an audience for all of those things. We're about 3 minutes away from me getting into something else. I'll play y'all this joint I worked on the other day that, you know, everybody keeps vibing saying it's a dope skating record. And I think so too. Like, it felt really good. Think summertime, think skates on, beautiful weather. I'm gonna let this groove for a minute. I'm gonna turn off mirroring for our Instagram family. All right, there we go. Woo! No. Hey. Back in the days, it was spinning ways, it was spinning I used to love you, babe. Ooh, yeah. Oh, I'm crazy about you, babe. Oh. All right. I really don't want to give too much of this away. Got 1 more minute. Back in the days, there was so many ways. It could be some mad, it could put them in the A's. It was the stage, it could put the M in the A. Y'all know I got bars, right? What up, Jared? Yeah, you on here now, right? What up, Myri? You should be on here now, right? All right, I'm about to get started, y'all. It is 10:15, and I promised y'all that at 10:15 we would get into it. So, let me delete some of these. Yeah, there we go. Let me do this. Nope. Let me do this. And I'm catching some of y'all comments all the way over here. Let me see. And it won't. Can I respond to that? Let me see. Okay, so cool. Jared, you're here. Let's get into it, man. So one of the things, and you know what, I'm gonna have this playing. I'm gonna turn it down in the background because it is a vibe, and I really hate communicating over a dry stage. And it's cool that I create my own music so I don't have to run into any issues with YouTube talking about, you know, copyright infringement and all that stuff. So, all right. So what it is this, man. A lot of us get on these social media platforms not recognizing that you all have what's called social digital currency. You inherently gain it the moment that you jump on anybody's platform, the minute that you become a part of anybody's social media platform. For instance, when you guys joined when you guys joined, I don't know, Clubhouse, when you joined Clubhouse, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, you name it, you guys have what's inherently called social digital currency. Now, as you move around with this social digital currency, you need to know why you were inundated with it. Well, when you join these platforms, they need you as a person. They need you on these websites. They need you on this social media to interact, to gain, you're the intellectual property at that point, because they start up with nothing and you add everything to it. In that, you gain social digital currency the minute you sign up and you say you're 18 and older and you have permission to be on that website. You then have this currency that you can build relationships with. Now, do we always do that? Absolutely not. We get on platforms and we tend to, some people flirt, some people go to watch the memes, some people go to involve themselves in conversations and different things like that, right? And that's cool. That's all well and good. I don't want to knock y'all for doing that. What up, Kenyatta? I don't want to knock y'all for doing that. But when you do it, there's a way that you want to communicate it. If you're jumping on my Instagram, DJ Chris, there you go. Come over to YouTube. As you are inundated with this ability to communicate, we don't do it properly, right? And it took. I was guilty of it too. Listen, don't get me wrong. I was just as much bad at it as everybody else. Because when I joined Clubhouse, it's the only reason why this. I know some people looked at this, the lockdown and all the things that's been happening with Corona as a negative thing. I must tell you that blessing in disguise. I've always been a person who saw, the beauty in things, and this was one of those instances. So joining Clubhouse, I got on, and most of you know I'm a music producer by trade. It's what I do. I've done it all my life. I've written and produced music. I've been in bands. I've danced, all these kind of things that involve entertainment. So I have a vast array of knowledge, and I've been blessed to travel the world or whatnot. Buckshot, join me live right now on YouTube. So as I've been doing it, you amass all this information and intellect. What up, Jazzy? And that's what happened. I became a information system for people who were in these music rooms on Clubhouse. So I started communicating to them. Queen, come over to the YouTube live. I started communicating with people about how the music industry worked, and next thing you know, I had 80, 90 DMs of people asking me for things, asking me questions, right? And I thought this was a great thing. And in my mind, I was like, this is going to create a massive influx of followers on Instagram. And when I checked, it didn't. My Instagram didn't grow exponentially. You know what I mean? My Instagram was suffering, and but my DMs weren't. So I was like, why aren't these people, rocking with me? They ask me all these questions. Clearly they see my value. Why aren't they really rocking with me? And so what ended up happening was the light bulb went off. They said, yo, they probably don't know no better. A lot of the people, yo, what up, Mike? What up, Frankie? What up, Love? We're on my YouTube. Y'all can come over here and check it out and see how how it looks. The quality and all that is totally different. Come join me. And so these people would be in my DMs, but they'd appreciate my commentary, my conversation, absolutely beast mode, but they would not appreciate me in that sense. You know what I mean? I'm like, yo, I got y'all on my, I'm answering y'all questions, and it got, mind you, 80, 90 people in your DMs, man. It's crazy. All different, all wanting different things. And because I'm now on this platform, you don't want to be, you don't want to not answer people's questions and things like that. So here I am answering all these people and not receiving the benefit of anything other than a thank you and, appreciate it from billionaires, mind you, not people who don't have anything to offer. I'm talking billionaires. So I end up, light bulb goes off, and I realized they didn't know that what they inherited when they joined these platforms. And so I began talking about it. So a routine when you get on Clubhouse is, hey, welcome to Clubhouse. And while you're in these rooms, you used to hear the moderator say, hey, yeah, jump in my DMs and da-da-da-da-da, and let me know and all this kind of stuff. And when I got back, I started saying, they would say, jump in my DMs. I said, nope, don't jump in my DMs. Make sure you spend some social digital currency before you jump in my DMs. And then people's like, yo, what is he talking about? Like, what is he talking about? So I started explaining it. I said, listen, man, all y'all are billionaires. Y'all have an infinite amount of social digital currency. Y'all can follow, like, comment, turn on notifications, save, repost, and all of that stuff, right? These are the ways that you communicate your support. These are the ways that you spend some of those endless. It's really endless. I put billionaire on it because I think people can actually kind of fathom what that looks like, but it's infinite. There's an infinite amount of social digital currency that you can spend that will make a difference in not only your relationships, but the relationship, not only your relationship with the people that you're trying to contact, but with how they look at you and how they, how they're going to pursue an engagement with you online. So surely, as I started speaking, if any of you guys know, my presence on the platform has grown exponentially. I'm over 50,000 followers on Clubhouse, and immediately it was a reflection on my Instagram account that has grown from like 18,000 to over 40-something thousand followers in a short time. Now I'm gonna get y'all to how you get there as well. I've described to you what it is. Why is it important? Well, every engagement that you have, and most of the success stories that you've heard from individuals were basically telling you, hey man, you have to give in order to receive. That is really the key to life. Like, that's one of the biggest keys to gaining information, to gaining space, to gaining influence, to gaining respect, is you have to offer something. You got to come to the table with something. Too many times people have a beggar's mentality, so to speak, without having a trader's mentality, without having the thought process of, now what can I do to help this person that I'm going to ask for help from? Think about that. Think about the people who you've spoken to, who've come to you, and I'll make it simple. Somebody who asks you to borrow money. Somebody will ask you to borrow money and won't offer their talent. Like, y'all know somebody who can cook very well. Somebody who's a very good chef, makes a very good cake or pie or baker, whatever. But they'll ask you for money and won't say, hey man, in the interim of me paying you back some of this money, I'll make some cakes for you, or I'll cook dinner for you and your family one night. There's a beggar's mentality that undermines a trader's mentality that could really help you grow in whatever it is you're doing. And people don't think from that lines. And so social digital currency woke people up to that. And if you're a giver, your social digital currency reciprocates in your social currency. People look at you differently when you offer before you ask. They look at you as somebody that they want, like, yo man, he came and he cleaned the whole studio up before he asked me for some sounds. It was crazy. Or he went through my whole CD collection and organized all my sounds or songs, and things like that you can offer but don't. It balances or unbalances your social currency amongst the people that you're trying to use it with, or the people that you want to help you. So spending your social digital currency is one of those things that helps people understand, like, look man, you have something to offer. Social media platforms give you something to offer. Why? Because everybody's on one. You're either on Facebook, TikTok, YouTube, Instagram, Snapchat, Twitter, Clubhouse. I mean, the list goes on. You're on some social media. You absolutely are. I don't care which one it is. You're a part of it. And if you're a part of it, then you're rich beyond means with social digital currency. Now, you get it by signing up. Don't matter where you're at. If you signed up, you got it, you're good, boom. How you use it is going to be the real part about it. What up, Nicole? Join me live on the Instagram down there on my YouTube that's posted. How you use your social digital currency is everything. And I don't know if any of y'all knew this, but this past year, this whole trip on social digital currency prompted me to write a book about it. Let me see if I can show you guys the cover. Show you guys the cover of the book. I'm actually done with it, and I'm just looking at who's going to press it up and manage the publishing side of it and whatnot. So if it'll let me, it says on my desktop. Let's see if I can find the logo. I mean, not the logo, but the it's in PNG file, so it may not let me show it. But I want you guys to understand. I wrote a book on it just to basically break it all down. I wrote a book on social digital currency. It's called Billionaire Talk: Social Digital Currency. Your birthright and how to use it. That's the important part about all of this is how are you going to manage? I couldn't find it. I'll post it later. But how are you going to manage? You're a billionaire now. What do you do with it? And that's when you come on to any site. But again, we're talking about Instagram. So on Instagram, if you want to build an engagement, and people have used it, it's funny, people have used it to garner a relationship with me. They've used it, and it's kind of natural and kind of interesting. And then when it's used, you kind of like, oh, okay, that's different. And so how you first start using social digital currency is simple. You follow somebody. When you get on these platforms, they offer people for you to follow. In the beginning, they say, hey, can we get in your contacts? Can we give you some ideas on who to follow? Or is there some people that we can, suggest, or, or here are some people you can follow. That's every platform I've been on has this. It's a thing now. And so you can spend some social digital currency by aligning yourself with somebody or some people who think like you, who are on the same thing that you're on, who communicate about some of the same interests that you have. After you do that, you follow them. But if there's somebody that you're truly interested in meeting or knowing or being a part of, after you follow them, you like some pictures. That's how they know you're there. If you like some pictures, it's like, okay, this person is taking an interest. But again, in this day and age, especially with so many people online and so many people following that two-step, everybody follows, and they follow very randomly. There's no rhyme or reason to it. And then they turn around and they like, we like stuff that from people that we aren't even following. We just like, bloop, that was cool. I like seeing that. Bloop, that was cool. I like seeing that. And you follow. All well and good, right? But it's fruitless at the end of the day, because very seldom has somebody followed you and liked some pictures and then you've immediately turned around and followed them back. It takes a little bit more, especially if that person has a lot of influence, a lot of followers already. You can see some accounts that have like 300,000, 400,000 followers, and they're following like 600 people. Why? Because that number just grows so quick, and those moments happen so fast that you have to do a little bit more. So you followed, you liked. What else can you do? Well, the next step is you can comment. Now, I really pay attention to the comments, and if you see my comment sections on most of my posts, I really respond to a lot of my post comments. I am the guy who sits there, and sometimes, I take those stolen moments when I'm sitting in the car waiting on somebody, or if I have some downtime, if there's nothing for me to do, I will sit there and answer a majority of those comments. Why? Excuse me. Because you took the time out to write it. You took the time out to put that comment there, and I want to respond to it. I want to respect you showing me that kind of love and that level of respect. So now I've gotten your follow. I've gotten your like. I'm reading your comment. Now, your commenting is very important. How you comment, what you say, and how you say it is ridiculously important. Why? Because it gives me like some insight as to who you are. It helps me understand better who is on the other end of that follow, the other end of that like. Are they good people? You know what I'm saying? Are they funny? Are they educated? Are they going to speak from a very profound place? You know what I mean? That's important. People want to know who's on their lives. All you people that just joined my live, come join the my YouTube live so you can see me better and hear me better, and you can hear the music playing in the background and a whole nother experience. But when I'm reading people's comments, especially if they're funny comments, especially if they're engaging people, they make me laugh. You know what I mean? I like that. If they're people who are, I'm plugging up this other phone, people who are, you know, who are engaging like that, that makes a huge difference, and it makes me want to respond, and it also makes me look out for their comments in the future. Like I will check for you. If you're checking for me, I will absolutely check for you in the future, because I want to hear what crazy comment, what funny comment, or, you know, and then you get some people who say some old crazy stuff as well. Like, you're going to get it all, right? And that's cool. That's not a bad thing, especially when they're doing it, because an engagement is an engagement. That's what we're on these platforms to do, is engage with one another, to be social. This is called social media. Think about all the people you have in the world that are social in all the different ways. You got nice people, mean people, funny people, dry people. You got all these different types of people, and hopefully you're engaging or touching a, you know, reaching a communication point with as many as you possibly can, because that's what we're here to do, is be social. So I'm checking the comments. I'm seeing the character of the individuals that are in my comments. Hopefully they're of like minds. Hopefully they're interested in something I'm saying. Hopefully, like, for all of you who are tuned in right now, I know it's because you're interested in something I've said in the past. You're interested, and you could and you align yourself with me on different concerns, issues, crafts, hobbies, or whatnot. But some way we all rock with one another, and that's important, that you associate yourself with people who make you feel good about not only who you are, but your stance and your presence, and how you move, and how you because there's so many unsupportive people that you really always need to surround yourself with people who are going to support what you're doing. So in the comments, we can identify with that. In the comments, I can understand better who you are, and you can understand who I am, especially when I go live like this. I go live. I don't have to go live. I go live because I enjoy communicating and talking to you guys, and for you guys to see I'm a real person. You know, a lot of times people hide behind their phones and their text messages and their posts, that you don't really get a chance to what up, Ro? You don't get a chance to really communicate with the people who are really trying to get a chance to know you. So that's why I do what I do, and that's why I read the comments. So now I've given you 3 ways to spend your social digital currency. A follow, which is like a digital smile. The second way is the liking, to let me know you're there. The liking is saying, hey, look at me, look at me, look at me. And then the third way is by leaving a comment, which really helps me understand who you're rocking with. Usually, if you leave a good comment, you're gonna get a follow, and you're gonna at least get somebody who's gonna look at your page and say, what up, Sisterly? What up, Cuisine? I'm live on my YouTube channel. Come drop in and hang out for a little bit. You would go to those and you would say, you would see what that person's about. A great comment leads to an entry point to a great conversation, or to a great, a great way of linking up. So follow, like, comment. Now, what do you do from there? What do you do after you follow somebody, like somebody's comments, and they haven't responded? Now, on big accounts, 200,000-300,000 people, I'm going to teach you how to get a response out of them. That's coming a little bit later. What up, Wiggs? I'm live on YouTube, homie. I'm going to teach y'all how to get that. It's called the 10-2 method, and this is going to really help your Instagram engagement blow up like crazy. But after you followed, liked, commented, Topaz, I'm live on YouTube. Come check it out. I put the link down below. Y'all can stay here, but if you really want to see what my studio and the vibe look like, and y'all want to hear the music that's playing in the background that's really setting the mood, then y'all come over to the YouTube live and enjoy me over there. It's a whole nother vibe, I promise you. Y'all can't even see the candle that's lit right there, or the light that's on back there, and the neon lights that go behind the back. Y'all can't see the whole vibe. Y'all just getting a taste. Y'all just getting a little taste. But come to the whole live so y'all can vibe out with me. But after you've done those 3 things, now it's time for you to take a little bit more aggressive approach, right? Because like I said, with those big accounts, they always have people jumping, on them and whatnot. And you have the comment sections that have like 1,000, 2,000 people, and it's like in no time. Now, I did an experiment over the last, let's say, week, 2 weeks, and I wanted to see if, I get all these posts from what are they called? the shade room. I get a lot of posts from the shade room, and I was like, why is, I turned on notifications for the shade room. Why? Because I wanted to see if I could be in the top comments. And notifications are so important that if you go to, there's not a platform that you can go to that doesn't suggest you turning on notifications. When you come to my YouTube channel, I want you to subscribe and turn on notifications. Why? Because it's important. What up, Crown? What up, Irie? I'm live on my YouTube channel. It's a whole nother vibe. Y'all come over there. But when I turn on YouTube, you should be subscribing. You should be turning on notifications, and from there, you can catch me from the beginning. You can catch me from the moment you come on. I know just by looking at my Instagram who's got notifications turned on me because they show up first. Like that little banner comes down when something goes off for them, and they hit it right away, and I see them, and I'm like, wow. And then you remember. Now this is key for anybody who wants to reach somebody who has a massive influence. If you're trying to reach somebody who's got a lot of influence out there, you have to turn on notifications. You have to do those first 4 social digital currency spins, and then you have to turn on notifications. You got to back it up by making sure that you're present immediately when they go live, immediately when they post a story, immediately when they post a reel, immediately when they post on their page. You have to be in the first 25 to 50 comments. In order to get a response from a big influencer, or really from anybody for that matter, you need to be in their first 25 to 50 comments. Why? Because after that, they stop reading. In the first 25 to 50 comments, they can gauge the temperament of the people who are going to come and look and communicate on their page. After that, they let it accumulate, and then they just become readers. And very seldom will they respond to something unless, again, let's go back to the comments. The comment is profound, funny, educational, stand out in some kind of way. That's the only time you're going to revert back to that long list of comments that you may have. But if you turn on notifications, guess what? You're in the first few posts. Now, ironically, just so y'all understand, the bots have notifications turned on for just about every major account. So when you see those major accounts, those bots have already said like 5 to 10 or 20 dumb things already. Like they, at least 10 I've seen, like they say stupid stuff like, follow me here for a great, hair or for great hair, and all these kind of different random things. That's how important notifications are. They're so important that people have programmed that when a notification happens, that immediately they post a response. So why wouldn't you take and emulate that behavior when it's gonna garner at least eyes on your comment? And I'm gonna get into that even more about who sees your comment and why that's important. But as you are the first in and you've turned on notifications, now you have an opportunity to be the first person in their lives. You have the opportunity to be the first person on their posts, and you become visible. At this point, like I said, I've done that on the Shade Room, and I was doing it as just a test to see what would happen. And every time on the Shade Room, I was popping off quickly. Like on the Shade Room, I was leaving comments at the very top, and then I noticed I'd have 50, 60 likes and 70 likes, and then about 20, 30 responses. And I'm like, okay, they see me. Now, if these are also people who are paying heavy attention to the Shade Room, I'm going to do that more often. And sure enough, each post got me more engagement. I'm gonna get into that, but I just want to go through the social digital currency on Instagram and how you have it and how to use it. So I've given you follow, like, comment, turn on notifications. Those are all really good. Now, that allows you to jump into stories, and your behavior on a story is different than your behavior on a reel or a post. So your behavior on a post, all you can do is like and comment back. That's dope. That's really special. On a story, however, and that's the same for a reel and an IGTV. IGTV live, you want to be the first in that IGTV live, and people recognize, be like, oh, they back again. And then if you say something real quick and slick, and maybe something that's kind of branded to you, right? Like I'm from Flint, Michigan. So if I came into a room, and every time I came in that room, I was like, No. Well, they I don't know. So if you come in that room every time and you like, yo, Flintstones in the building, right? Every time you enter the room and you say Flintstones in the building, they gon' at some point somebody's gonna read that. The person that sees you do this 5-6 times, they're gonna be like, oh, Flintstones in the building. Boom. That's the first thing. Now they see you. They have acknowledged you and they said Flintstones in the building. After that, you have now officially put yourself on the radar and are starting to build an engagement, a communication. Somebody said your name in their live. You've now effectively spent, and now mind you, you've already spent the other social digital currency. You followed, like, comment, you turn on notifications. Now you're the first one. Because of you turning on notifications, you're the first one in the room. So being the first one in the room gives you an opportunity it's like being at a party and you're the first one there. Who the host gonna talk to? He gonna talk to you. She gonna talk to you because you the first one there. She gonna communicate. They gonna communicate with you because you're the only person there. So give yourself an opportunity to be the first one in the room by turning on notifications. You've turned on notifications. You spent all of those. Yes, Avail, right, Ari? You know what it is. You've spent that social digital currency, and you've wisely turned on notifications. I see you. Because that's the only thing you want. At some point, you got to remember, you want to be seen just as much as you see these people that you're following, liking, commenting on, and turning notifications on. And the best way to do that is during an IG Live. IG Live, to me, is hands down one of the most awesome ways to build a personal or that engagement. I tell you, this stuff works. I've done it. And it works, and I'm promising you results, because if you do it effectively, if you do it like I'm telling you how to do it, you're going to have the results. On the YouTube, it's going to be the bell button. You hit the bell, and that's going to turn on the notifications. Once you've subscribed, there's going to be a bell right next to it. You hit that bell, and now you've got notifications turned on YouTube. And every time I go live, every time I post my schedule, which I've been doing more of lately, is I'm going to be scheduling all my shows on YouTube. It's going to notify you ahead of time that, yo, it's coming. He's going to be on at 10 p.m. So just so y'all get that straight, it's 10 p.m. 5 days out of the week. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, I'm kicking it with y'all. And if it's not me live, I'm going to have something pre-recorded that's going to play Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday at 10 p.m. But I'm finna cook up all this content so y'all, all right, what a base doctor. So now we're at a point where we're noticed. Now you can start the engagement. And all these things happen before you jump in somebody's DM. Please do not jump in their DMs. On the right hand side, there should be a chat box. The chat box, it should allow you guys, let me see. I can create a poll. Has this live been helpful so far? Let me see. Ask your community. So I just posted something for you guys on the live. I just posted something for y'all to ask. It's a poll for you guys to take. But you should see it now. Let me know if you saw that, Ari. If you saw the chat boxes over to the right. There are comments in it, but some people are tuning in from Facebook as well. Facebook, if you guys want to come over to YouTube, that's dope. Twitch people, if you want to come over to YouTube, that's dope. If you're watching from Twitch or anywhere else, come over to the YouTube. It's a whole vibe. So now that you recognize and you built up this engagement, now you can jump in somebody's DM. I don't know why. It should be there. It's on the right hand side of your page. It should be. You about to make me go look. Maybe expand the page open a little bit so you can see it. But after you've turned on the notifications and you have the people, their attention, you can jump in their DMs. And this is a cool time to do it. It's safe ground because they recognize you. Now, would I jump in the DMs at that point? Well, it depends. I would tend to say I'm gonna wait, right? And the only reason why I would wait would be because I want to interact on a whole nother level. So if everybody can turn on notifications and everybody's racing to be first in the comments, then I may want to do something even grander than that, right? Now, I followed, I've liked, I've commented. I've turned on notifications. I said something clever in my comments so you recognize me. I said something brandable by me, so you know this is who you rocking with. Like, yo, it's the Jamaican Prince, or you know, the Trinidadian King, or this is the African Warrior, or this is the Princess Diaries, or this is Queen Irie, or something brandable to yourself. When you comment, you got to remember that you're branding the people. You know what I'm saying? So like Amy just joined. Amy, come over to my YouTube so you can check it out on a grander scale. But if Amy wanted to brand herself, Amy would be like, yo, this is Amy Van Linge. I'm from the, you know, your Connecticut queen, or whatever, or wherever she's from, or whatever she does. Now, when she enters the room, and she always enters that way, guess what? At some point, I'm gonna see it. I'm be like, oh, that's Amy from the, you know, Amy Van Linge from the Connecticut Queens. You know what I mean? She a Connecticut queen. I'm going to assume this is how she wants to be addressed, and it's brandable, and it's hers. So now, when she jumps in the DM, she can say, yo, this is Amy, the Connecticut queen. What's good? I was wondering if blah, 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 blah. And then I will see the track record from when she's followed me, because it'll tell you if you followed, or if they're following each other, if somebody's following back. Then I'll see if she liked some pictures, and I can see if she commented. And her comment is going to be everything. Yo, Mocha and Lunar, join me on my live. It's a whole nother experience. In doing that, I now have a relationship I'm building based off of whatever her DM is communicating about. This happens on every level. I know y'all think this is just like on some peer-to-peer stuff, but I've seen people use social digital currency to create relationships in business and friendship, and in other ways that people who would never ever check for them have them on their radar. And that's all you're trying to do is get past that first wall of defense that they have, except that wall requires you to spend a certain amount of social digital currency. Kind of like getting into a club, right? Everybody can get into the club. Everybody can spend that $20, $30, $40 or whatever to get in the club. But you want to get into the VIP, because the VIP, they look at you kind of like, oh, okay, they must be somebody, or you become a person who's closer in visibility to the other people you're trying to get close to. Now, if you really want to step it up, then you spend more social digital currency, or you spend more. You already paid to get in the club. You got you a section. Now you popping bottles. Now, if you don't know, like I know, in the clubs that I go to, if you pop a bottle, they bring it with a sparkler, and they bring a sign, and they do this whole little walkthrough, and everybody turns and says, who's that turning up? Who is that getting on that next level? You know what I mean? Like, who is that zoning out? Thank you for that, Lisa. Lisa said, so weird. I'm going to post it. Y'all can see it on the page. I'm going to add that so y'all can see what Lisa just said. Lisa said, so weird, my iPhone is not showing the bell or comments, but my Chromebook shows it all. Yeah, so it might be another system that you need to get on to see the subscribe and the notification button on YouTube. And I don't think you can see my the poll. I've seen some people already answered the poll, which I appreciate it. I see it's 100%, which is dope. But now you're in the club, you're sitting in VIP, you're popping bottles, all eyes are on you. Somebody from that section gonna look over and say, yo, who are they? What do they do? How can I get to know them? That's social digital currency in real life. Like, that's social digital currency in effect, right in your face. What up, Irie? Okay, cool, you here. That's how you spend your social digital currency in real life. And it's applicable everywhere. So now that you're a person of interest, because that's what you're trying to be, a person of interest, a POI to your people of interest. So when I break down social digital currency, I say digital currency. You use your social digital currency for a social media engagement on any social media platform with your people and persons of interest. That's what that means. You can get close to anybody, but you have to make sure that you've spent an adequate amount of social digital currency to even be seen. And notifications is a dope way to do that. Now, you want to step it up a whole nother level. If y'all want to step it up a whole nother level, if y'all on my YouTube, put a thumbs up. If you're on my YouTube, hit the thumbs up a couple times. If you're on my Instagram, hit the thing that makes it give hearts and whatever. I don't know what that is, but hit that, or give a thumbs up on IG as well. But once you've gotten to that level, you can really flip this thing on its whole head. What up, Earl? What up, Tay Money? What up, King Fasa? Listen, I'm on my live. I put the address down at the bottom for y'all to join me live for a whole nother experience of this conversation. But if you want to go to the next level, right? You've effectively made yourself a person of interest. Now make yourself a person of value on top of the interest. This is what you do. You followed, you liked, you commented something funny, profound, crazy, memorable is the real key. After you've done that, you've turned on notifications to associate the comment and the mindset with a person who's aggressively in there. You know what I'm saying? The next step, now that you've made yourself a person of interest, you're going to make yourself a person of value. So your social digital currency now is going to extend itself to you reposting or sharing what someone posted. Do y'all know I could be done right now. I could be totally done right now, and I've given you all the sauce. I have effectively given y'all the sauce. You know what? I think I should, from here forward, people should be paying for this content now. Envy, Shane, y'all missed it. If y'all should have been here, I'm charging everybody else. Everybody else got to pay now. Everybody got to pay entry to this next part. Everybody has to pay for the next part. I promise you, because it's so crucial. So crucial. What up, Claude? What up, fam? Yeah, man. It's so crucial. I really should be charging y'all for it. And I ain't even got to the other two parts of this conversation. I'm still on the social digital currency part. This is all covered in the book that I'm releasing, Billionaire Talk, Social Digital Currency, Your Birthright and How to Use It. Pre-sale is in November, exactly 1 year from my time of joining Clubhouse, which inspired this whole book. I just need y'all to understand that. Like, I'm gonna do one more poll. I'm gonna do one more poll. Y'all gotta forgive me. The other poll, by the way, is 100%. Everybody voted, upvoted. I'm in the poll for that one. I appreciate y'all. That makes me feel good to know that y'all value that, man. That's huge when it comes to a person who's contributing information. So I'm gonna do one more poll. And would you? No, better yet, here's it. Does this make you excited about the book? There you go. So, what up, Physique by Francesca and Envy? You guys come over to the YouTube channel so y'all can join in the conversation. Wherever you're tuning on at, I would appreciate y'all coming to the YouTube channel and join. That way you guys can take this poll that I just got through putting up. So, let's go from the next level. I stopped at one of the most important things you can do on your Instagram account, or any of them, but for that matter, but for your Instagram, the hugest thing you can do, the greatest way you can make yourself of value after you followed, liked, comment something witty, educational, profound, something brandable, jumped in the turn on notifications, and you pop up everywhere that I'm at, and it's in a supportive manner and whatnot, and you've branded yourself. You repost or reshare the content. That officially makes you an advocate. You rocking with me. I ain't even have to say nothing, and I'm watching my content get exposed to your followers and beyond. And hopefully when you share it with your followers, you're telling them, hey, repost this. I shared it with you. Pay it forward. Now that conversation is getting all kind of places I never expected it to get. I told you guys I had one of my posts go ridiculously crazy today, and I don't know why. Like I haven't tried to put my finger on it, but let me see where it's at now. I haven't checked back on it all day because I kind of stepped away from it because I was responding to everybody's comments. So it's just under 8,000. It's at 7,969 views. I woke up to it being crazy like that. You know what I'm saying? And I believe somebody shared the content. Somebody had to, because I don't know why today of all days, that it did that. I don't know why, what would make it blow up like this. You know what I'm saying? So sharing the content is one of those things that it introduces it to others who you don't know. And that's the whole thing about going viral and all that. We've made effectively, most of you, including myself, have made people's posts go viral that we don't even know or even have an interest in engaging with. We just, like the kid, for instance, I bet none of you have made a comment or had a directive or communicated directly with the kid who does the thing. Y'all seen the dude, Caleb or something like that. He's the guy who he says, he shows you their way and he makes the face, the African kid. He is the most popular TikToker out there right now. But none of you, including myself, have followed and then spent social digital currency to have an engagement with this kid to see what he's about. But we can do that. I'm telling you, spending your social digital currency knows no bounds. It may take you a little bit longer because he has so many people following him. But if you turn on those notifications, you'll become one of the first ones. And he's going to notice, yo, Skrapp always hit my stuff and he always got something positive to say. He always encouraging me. That sounds like somebody I would be friends with. And that's how we're building our friendships. That's how we're making these connections nowadays, is by the culture of the comments that you leave, but also by the culture of how much you give. And in reposting and sharing content, you're doing just that. You're offering something, you're giving something that they can't give themselves. And you're doing it, creating more of what this person is wanting. You know what I'm saying? They're getting more followers, they're getting more engagement. And some of these platforms are paying these kids, so they're getting paid from doing these different things. So you are really becoming part of the team, part of the promotional team, the marketing team. Reposting and resharing is one of the greatest values that you can have on a platform for the people who are going to get to use it. It's one of the dopest things you can do. I post stuff, I want to say it. I want to be like, yo, make sure y'all repost and reshare. And I do say it sometimes, but until I keep repeating it so people understand it's the culture of how you spend your social digital currency for the social media engagement that you want, I'm going to have to keep doing it. And that's how I built social digital currency to be a current term that they use on Clubhouse regularly. It's hard to go into a room on Clubhouse and somebody doesn't say, follow, like, comment, spend some social digital currency. It's almost impossible. But it took me 2 to 3 months to make sure everybody understood what it was, how to use it, why they were using it, and the benefit for everybody who uses it. So at this point, you have used your social digital currency, made yourself a person of interest, provided value. Then you can take the next step. What up, Trainwreck? I'm live on my YouTube. Come check me out. One last way that you can increase your giving, how you can increase, that's what's up, Jazz. One of the last ways you can do something that is effective for the person that you're showing love to is by saving the content. Now, many people don't know this, but the way Instagram's algorithm is set up, it is a value system. Point blank. Nobody ever says that to you guys. It's a value system. The algorithm is based off of value. They tell you when you post, you want your highest engagement to be immediate. That's why you tell people turn on notifications. If I have 1,000 of my people, when I turn on notifications, and when I post, they immediately come like and comment, it tells Instagram that, hey, this is some valuable information. Let's promote that. Let's put the engine behind that. And they do that. And it increases your engagement, increases your visibility because they think it's of value. Saving says, I like this content so much, I want to keep it, and I want to be able to review it again later. I want to be able to watch it again later. I want to be able to post it if I want to later. Does everybody want their post shared? I kind of thought people would be like, huh? Why are you borrowing my post to get your own thoughts? No, absolutely, it's the contrary. If you post it correctly, right? It's the arrow. Like right now, for instance, if you're watching me on Instagram right now, I'm gonna give you all how y'all can share me right now. hit the little arrow at the bottom, pick about 5-10 of your friends that are in your friends list, and you've effectively just shared my live. And now they can come and the live grows. Who doesn't want their perspective, their meme, their video, their lives, their content shared? Everybody does. Everybody does. Now, some people may have so much pride that they won't ask you to do it. I don't care. I want you to share all the content. Anything you ever see me post, man, just send that to somebody. If it's funny, send it. If it's educational, send it. If it makes you think, send it. If it's goofy, send it. I don't care. I want you to make sure as many people can put their eyes on it as possible. I relate this to musicians and producers. I tell you, listen, you're not making music for your crew. You're making music for the world. And whatever you can do by any means necessary, especially by using social digital currency and the methods within it to help you gain that exposure, is everything. You have to give yourself an opportunity to be seen and heard, especially if you're doing something that was worthy of you spending the time of posting it. If you took the time to do it, I mean, by all means, absolutely, allow the people to celebrate it. Allow the people to enjoy it and to let everybody else get in tune with it. This social media is about being social through your media. That's all I can say. You can FaceTime if you don't want to be on social media, and you don't have to worry about reposting. You don't have to worry about anybody worrying about your content. You can send pictures intimately between you and your friends. You can do all that stuff without being on social media. But should you be on social media? The social digital currency spins that I just got through talking about with you guys are priceless. They are epic in your involvement, in your evolving on any platform. Now, I've been speaking about Instagram tonight, and I'm not going to break down all of the other social media platforms that are included in the book, but they're there, and they're going to tell you what they are, how to identify with them, and what they mean to you as a billionaire in social digital currency. Now, if you haven't, I'm going to ask everybody to spend some social digital currency. If you're not following me, make sure you follow me, liking, commenting on some things. Make sure you share some content. I've given you guys a lot of game at no cost to you other than spending some social digital currency. That's all I ask. Now let me also couple this in. One of the cool things about not only Instagram, but all the other sites, they've started allowing you guys to convert your social digital currency into actual currency. So for my live, right? You guys see at the bottom it says badges are turned on. That's a way to to convert your social digital currency to currency. You can tip, do whatever. Same thing on YouTube. I don't know if you guys see it. I don't even know if this live is monetized or whatever the case may be. There usually is a super chat button at the bottom and a super sticker button at the bottom that you can pay for, or super chat allows your comment to stay at the top. They've also implemented a new thing called applause, meaning if you weren't here when I went live, when this post goes on my page, on anybody's page, whoever has it, you can come back later and you can tip the person, or you can show some applause by spending some actual currency on their pages, which I thought was really cool, because there's so many times we watch. Now, everybody doesn't have it. Applause is a feature that they're rolling out. It hasn't been rolled out effectively for everybody yet, but it's their way of allowing you all to spend your social digital currency and convert it into actual currency to create a social currency that people would appreciate in you. So I've given you guys the last bit of social digital currency, and I'll run back over it one more time. Follow, like, comment, turn on notifications, repost, reshare, and save. Now, the little things you can do within that, you can, when people enter the polls or they do the yes or no's or the multiple choices on within the stories, answer those. Those analytics matter. One of the things that is a pain point for me is I'll post a yes or no, super simple, yes or no poll on my story. And I don't know if you all know this, but in the analytics, it'll tell me how many yeses I have how many no's I have. It'll also tell me who answered yes and who answered no. But more egregiously, it will tell me all the people who saw the post. This is a particular pain point for anyone who's posted stories. It's going to tell you all the people who answered it, and then it's going to show you this massive number of people who just skipped by your content. Listen, if you want to lose some social currency with me, allow me to post something, and then I watch that you went right by it and didn't answer my post. The YouTube channel is under ICGreen1, ICGREEN and the numeric 1. For anybody who's asking, thank you, Kenya. For anybody who's asking, what up, Trey Beats? The YouTube channel that I'm streaming from is ICGreen1. So ICGREEN and the numeric 1. But that's a pain point for me. I post those polls so I can gauge my followers, and I want to get to know you better. And because I posted it, I'm giving of myself. So in that, when y'all do that, when y'all go to when y'all just run past one of them polls, I'm looking at y'all like, bro, it's so easy to just say yes or no. It's one of the easiest social digital currency spins available. And it's a personal one in terms of allowing me or to get to know you. Nobody else knows. Listen, no one else knows who did a yes or a no but the person whose account it was. You can't offend anybody else. And you can't offend me either. But you offend me when you just go right by it. Like, that is one of the most irking things I've ever seen. It's like somebody walking past some trash that they put down that they could just pick up. And they didn't even have to put it down. To me, it's like being in your house and you going upstairs and there's some shoes on the steps that you could just take upstairs with you and you just walk by them. Like that kind of stuff. It's that irritating kind of thing. A story, poll, or questionnaire, all that stuff is to get to know each other better. It's to increase our social engagement with one another. And when y'all pass it by, I be looking at you like, I hope they don't expect me to come on their page and reciprocate. I hope they don't want me to come on their page and do that. What up, Jeff B? I'm live on on YouTube. Jeff, come over there right quick. But that's one of those issues that I have that is huge. That bothers me. I know it bothers Jeff, don't it? Jeff, tell me, doesn't it bother you when people see your stories and in your stories you have a poll or a questionnaire and people just go right by it and don't answer? It irks the mess out of me because it's simple. It's a simple gesture. It's a simple way to get to know each other, and when you don't do it, it just bothers me a little bit. So make sure you guys do that. Make sure when you guys are looking at, I'm gonna speak for myself. When y'all looking at my stories and I got a poll in there, hey man, be honest, just answer the poll. It makes your social currency with me drop when you don't answer. Now maybe you don't care. Maybe you don't care if I care. But for those of you who care about my how I feel about you or whatnot, answer the poll. There are no wrong answers. They're just answers. And I've seen people, and sometimes people press the wrong button by accident, and then I'll text and be like, did you mean to say no? And they'll be like, nah, it went wrong or whatever, you know what I'm saying? I see again. Yep, that's mine. Yep, that's mine. So y'all will see Skrapp. For those of you who know me, I've been known as Skrapp for quite a long time. So on my YouTube channel, the picture is a black screen with a Skrapp inside of it with a red thing around it. So if you're looking for me on YouTube, but it's ICGreen1, the numeric 1, ICGREEN, the numeric 1. When you see that, it'll come up. You don't have to put the 1. I'm telling you, if you go www.youtube.com/ICGreen1, that's how that's the link to directly find it. But if you're on the page, if you're on YouTube and you're searching for me, you just search ICGreen and then you'll see my logo pop up. All right, now we've been on for just almost an hour. I'm a give you the guys these last couple tips that I think are going to benefit y'all immensely. No, it's not going to be on the, so Lisa, it's not going to be unless you're typing in the whole thing. Like, I'm going to show you, right? So if you type it in www.youtube.com/ I see green 1. That brings you to my page, that link that I just gave you right there. If you're on the search menu, you just type in ICGREN, and then you'll see a picture of me pop up, and then you select on that. What up, Mr. Timu? I'm gonna just call you Mr. Scott. Geronimo, what's happening? Listen, I'm live, praising God, y'all. I'm live on my YouTube channel that I posted right there. It's pinned below. Come join me there. It's a whole different experience. You can join in on the polls that I've presented. And actually, I'm going to end the poll. I appreciate that. It's another 100%. All the votes were 100% when I said, does this make you excited about the book? Cool. Jeff B, yeah, man. I appreciate it, man. I'm encouraged by everything that I've seen you doing. You know what I'm saying? And you've always been an encouraging person, an encouraging factor. So just so y'all understand, Jeff B is a radio host on iHeartRadio. He had me as a guest on his show, and he was one of the main. He was one of the main advocates for spreading the message for social digital currency. He and I are brothers. He was saying it and correcting people in places I was not. This is what I'm telling y'all about how social digital currency increases your social currency. Like, Jeff has a high social currency with me because that's how you show somebody support. It's in their absence, you show up and show out, and he did that for me, and I thought that was really dope. And so, you know, I'm forever indebted. And he had me on the show, which was really cool to do. You guys can search I see green Jeff B on do that on your Google search or whatnot, and it'll pull up the iHeart interview that we did. Okay, so it has effectively been just about a full hour talking to you guys about, you know, your birthright in social digital currency. I'm gonna wrap it up with this. And I'm saying wrap it up like, you know, hey, I'm saying it like we was in church, and you know how you feel like church about to end and then the pastor go for about another 30, 45 minutes. That's what I feel like. I feel like that's what's going to happen, right? Because the information is so much information. It's so much information I want to give y'all. So here's another piece. And there's still more. This isn't everything, but this is a lot, right? And the reason why I can't give you everything all at once is that it's just hard to retain. But you guys can come back. One of the coolest things y'all can do is, you know, this will be posted on my YouTube, so you guys can come back and watch my YouTube over, you know what I'm saying, in order to get all the information and kind of I walk you through, you know, y'all heard me tonight. I kind of walked y'all through it. So it's easy to understand and easy to implement. One of the things I'll tell you about all of this is you have to be consistent. You got to put in the work. This stuff doesn't work itself. This is a method that I like to use that I think is going to benefit you guys who are really trying to grow in a niche, in a certain kind of lane, or if there's certain people that you want to attract to your product lane or your service or whatnot. So everybody on my YouTube channel, type in, you know, what service you do, or type in what you provide, or if you were trying to grow and you wanted to attract certain kind of people, type that in. Type in what kind of clientele you may want, or for Jeff, what kind of listeners you might want, or for whomever's on the live, what kind of clients, what kind of brand, or if you're selling something, like what is it that you, what kind of people is it that you want? Because this is huge. So organic nutrition superfoods for Irene. Okay, cool. I got that. Anybody else? If not, I'll just start there and help you grow your channel, right? So Irene, what you're gonna do is, especially if you're new in the space. What up, J-Lac? I'm on my live. Check out how I got things set up. This might be something you want to do over at the studio, but you got to see it from YouTube in order to catch the full effect of what I got going on. Eric wants to do some consulting. Okay. Fan life. I want everybody to have access to health. Yeah, no doubt. Fire life safety consultant. Okay, so for both of you guys, I'm just gonna concentrate on they both parallel in terms of how this part of it works. And I really just wanted this to make sure, you know, I'm speaking to people who actually have an interest in growth. So what I'm gonna introduce y'all to is called the 10-2 method. Kenya's on sneakerheads. Okay, cool. So the 10-2 growth, right? I'm gonna have all of y'all, and because I'm doing this, I'm gonna be doing this conversation every Tuesday, Tuesday Tech Talk conversation every Tuesday. I can keep up with your progress and how you're moving and how you're shaking. But this is what I want y'all to do, and I'll. If you don't have a pen, again, you can go back and rewatch this, and then you can write all this stuff down. And for everybody else that's out there watching that wants growth on their page with a certain group of people, this is what you're gonna do. For most of us, I mean, I've got over 40,000 followers, and that's a good amount. But a very great amount is having 100,000 followers and above. And the way that you achieve this is you have to surround yourself with like-minded people who are doing better than you. What do you mean? I mean, I need you all to go to the search menu, and in the hashtag for Eric, I want you to put Fire Life Safety Consultant, or put Fire Consulting, or put Life Safety, or put Safety Consultant. For Lisa, I want you to put in organic superfoods and organic nutrition and things along the line. Kenya put in sneakerheads and put in footwear and those things. I want y'all to go to y'all hashtag area and type that in, and then you're gonna see a drop down of some people who are verified, who are gonna have the blue check, and then you're gonna see some people who just have a crazy amount of followers. You're gonna go and you're gonna look at the ones that have a lot of followers, but more so than followers, they have a lot of engagement. So for the sneakerheads, Kenya, you're gonna look for a page that has at least 20,000 followers and at least 3,000 to 4,000 comments. It could be even 500 on the low end, but you want to make sure they have a lot of engagement on their page. That's why you really want to follow a page that has more followers for more engagement. Likewise with Eric and Lisa, you're going to follow pages that have an enormous amount of engagement. Okay. The engagement is what you want, meaning that people are asking questions on their page, people are interacting, that kind of thing. Why do you want that? You're going to follow 10 pages like that. Now, that's a lot, and it's a lot and it's not a lot, but there's work to be involved. So with each of these, plan to spend an hour doing this. Now you can cut it in half and do 5 and 30, again, depending on how fast you want your page to grow and how, it's going to be dependable on that. So as you have followed these 10 pages, I want you to follow, like some comments, like some pictures, comment on 2 and no less than 2, no more than 4 of their pictures. And then when you do that, turn on notifications so you can be the first in the room. So you're gonna spend your social digital currency with these guys. Hey Nita, hey Kira, I'm live on my YouTube, and I want you guys to come over there. I'm about 30 minutes left in this conversation with the people, maybe 40, just depends. I'm breaking down the 10-2 method right now, and once you follow those 10 accounts, you followed, you liked, you commented something engaging. Because here's the thing, you may comment something on those sneakerheads, especially since you guys are very well versed. You may comment something on the fire and safety side of it. You may comment something on the access to health and the nutrition side that gets you an instant conversation right back. What up, Chuck Star? It may create an engagement. Yeah, that's what's up. Yeah, we can talk about that too. All those things are going to increase your engagement, right? Because you are now reaching out to these people. But if you say something dope, they may reach right back out to you. Like Kenya, you may say something about a unique sneaker that everybody doesn't know about, but then they'll be like, yo, whoever that was, she be up on, or he be up on, you know what I'm saying? They be up on game. You want that. You want people to be on you like, yo, like you become a knowledge base for people. What up, boss? What up, DP? I'm live on my YouTube channel. If y'all want to come over there and really check things out, it's a whole nother experience. So with that in mind, now that you commented something, maybe they don't respond. Not even a big deal at this point. But you've turned on notifications so you can be the first in the room. You can be the first in their lives. You've done all those things. Matter of fact, you reposted and reshared. And if it's something really dope and it's somebody who you really want to get close to, you've saved some of the commentary. You've saved some of the posts, right? You've done everything that we mentioned in this hour before this. You've done all that. Here's where your engagement is going to happen. Yo, everybody who's joining my live right now on Instagram, come over to my live on YouTube. That's pinned down below. It's a lot going on. Make sure y'all come over there. The stream is totally different and it's a whole vibe. Thank you, Nita. No, listen, the link is down below, Nita. You see where it says www.youtube.com/icgreen and the numeric 1. If you copy that into any of your Safari, Firefox, Google's, whatever, it'll pull up the live, and then you can just join it there, and you can comment, answer some of the polls. So now that you followed the 10 accounts, you've commented it, and you've turned on notifications, you're prepared for everything else, go back to those accounts, and after comment 30 or comment after 50, or better yet, for any comments in the thread from people that are not being answered by the host of that page, you answer it. Did y'all hear me? You answer the questions or concerns of the people that are in the body of the comments that the host of the page is not answering. I really just want to walk out right now. I really just want to leave. Because I just gave y'all, there should be bombs exploding all over the page. There should be some crazy tornado of emotions I see jump off the screen. You now, for these people who came to this particular organic nutritionist, who've come to this fire life and safety consultant, who've come to the sneakerhead, for the people that have come to those sneakerheads that are way up on the matter. What up, Lanita? Hey, beautiful. For those people who have come to those people for answers, for solutions, who have come to them for, you know, some kind of help, you become the savior to those people. You become the answer to their problems. You become their nutritionist. You become their consultant. You become their sneakerhead that they go to now. Why? Because you took the time out to make them feel noticed. You took the time out to make them feel special. You become a part of their journey now. You now become the person that the highlighted person wasn't. I want y'all to understand that you have effectively put yourself in a position to prosper because you are that person. You go to, say for instance, I'll give y'all an example. This young lady went to, she wanted to be a stylist. No, not a stylist. She wanted to be the publicist, I think, for Kim Kardashian. Now, this is a person who has been in my clubhouse rooms when I've been speaking about social digital currency. And she went to her page and began using the social digital currency tips that I've been speaking about all night. When she did it, Kim Kardashian did not say nothing to her. She didn't answer. She didn't do nothing. Like, she never responded. But other people did. They saw her conversation and her commentary, and they did. other celebrities responded to her. Now she's known as the celebrity body language specialist. She comments on how couples that are in the limelight interact with one another, like on a celebrity level. Like they actually have her in magazines and things like that as that person. And it started from spending her social digital currency on these pages that people saw her on. Other celebrities started mentioning her. And I'm sure if she still wants to pursue Kim Kardashian, she's not far from that. She's now a person of interest to a lot of people. But not only that, she's going to end up being a person of interest and a person of value to those people. So this is called the 10-2 method. And this is how you make yourself a specialist for those people who need a specialist that's too busy to treat them special. Oh man, I just want to walk out of here right now. I just want to leave. I just want to leave right now. I just want to leave. Now this is all, especially since nobody has bought any badges and because nobody has bought any stickers or none of that. This is all free game right now. Like I am really being generous right now, and I don't mind, because I think you guys are going to use this stuff, and you guys are going to have more stories to tell. You guys are going to tell me more of how you used it and how it works. That's what really makes me excited, is when I hear you guys' story about how you use social digital currency for a social media engagement. I'm not done yet. No, I'm not done yet, Lisa. But I wanted to make sure y'all understand that social digital currency is the pathway for the future with all these social media platforms. Now, I'm only speaking on Instagram tonight, but the book covers five different social media sites that we all enjoy and we all use. But with that, I want y'all to understand they're all different, and they have similarities, but they all have differences. For this one, that 10-2 method is going to carry a lot of you into the space the way that you guys want to be, because once you guys start being that specialist for the group of people that the community that you're building, don't forget to do the things that got you there. Don't forget that because you liked and commented that people wanted to be engaged with you. You got to comment. You got to social media there's a job. There's a responsibility that you have to continue the conversation going. Hey Nita, I wish I could bring you in my live. You know what? I'm gonna send you something. Let me see. Let me do this. Okay, so Nita, I'm gonna invite you to my live. Hold on. But it's not the live that you're thinking. Let me see if I can find you on here. I'm gonna bring somebody into the live right quick, so y'all can. There you go. And check your messages, your DM, Nita. I just sent you something. Click on that, Nita, and you can join me live. But yeah, so you want to become the specialist to these people who are without a specialist. You want to be that person that people can call on and count on in the absence of the persons whose page that they're on. The only way you do that is by allowing them to know that you're available. And that's by, interacting with them. It's a social media platform. And Eric, back channel me that. I'll tell you in the, I can tell you right here. But you want to make sure that you are interacting. The whole thing about what we do and how we do it is about interacting. It's about engaging. Spend some social digital currency for a social media engagement on any social media platform with your people and persons of interest. I'll repeat, spend some social digital currency for a social media engagement on any social media platform with your people and persons of interest. That is the whole bar line to social digital currency. There you go. I just typed it in on YouTube. Spend some social digital currency for a social media engagement on any social media platform with your people or persons of interest. Boom. That's the key. And when you go to those pages and you use the 10-2 method, 10 different people, 2 comments, liking, as many pictures as you want, but commenting at least 2, something profound, engaging, the way that I told you guys to comment, do that. Oh, Anita, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Nita's one of the sexiest people I know. She just bought a badge, and that's why I'm thanking her. Thank you so much. But when you spend that social digital currency and you get that engagement that you're looking for, you have to build on that. Don't rest on it. Compound it by continuously using the process. That was one of the other things I was going to tell you, is consistency is key. You have to be consistent. And I can tell you that even myself, I fall short of consistency. I really, I know, right? I can't even talk about it. You're right. Consistency is key for all of these things that you want to do. And I'm just showing you guys and giving you guys a method and a formula to be consistent. I've given you guys an opportunity now to increase your engagement on Instagram to really make a huge difference. And I'm gonna give y'all one last tip, one last little cool little thing y'all can do, right? One last tip. For those of you just joining me now on Instagram Live, I'm live on my YouTube, but for a lot of this information, what up, Norman? That's what I'm okay at being consistent, Kira, but I'm about to be intentionally consistent moving forward, for the benefit of myself and for those of you who follow and are subscribing and paying attention. This is kind of a freebie, so to speak, for Instagram. And when I say freebie, I mean I'm really just one-timing this for Instagram. I'm not going to save my Instagram Live. I'm actually going to not save it, since all of that information is seen and felt and heard better on my YouTube. I will, however, create a snippet or maybe a couple snippets from this for people to know what they missed and what they could have tuned into. But you know, I'm actually grooming people to find me on YouTube versus finding me on Instagram. I mean, don't get me wrong. I like Instagram. I like what it does. I like that it's a building platform for us. But the information that you need that you're going to have to build with, you're going to find on YouTube when it comes to me. You're going to find it on YouTube and study it and rewind it and watch it over and over and over so it could be applicable here on your Instagram account. Because it's not hard to grow it. It's not hard. It's the consistency that's going to make the difference. If you have a goal in mind that you're trying to achieve, which I think everybody, if you're on Instagram, you have to set markers for yourself. One of them being that you really want to get past the 10,000 followers mark. Why? Because it gives you, the platform itself gives you tools. Like if you get over 10,000 followers, you're able to swipe or add a link. You're able to, it has features that are associated with the amount of followers that you have. And 10,000 is the mark on there. For me on YouTube, it also has platforms and marks. So on YouTube, you have to have 1,000 subscribers, and then you have to have 4,000 hours of watch time, which is not easy to do, but it's accomplishable. Once you accomplish that goal, the next goal is to have over 10,000 followers so that you can at least start promoting and using merchandise. I'm sorry, I'm going off track. Let me get back to Instagram. Set your goals and the engagement tools that I've given you. What up, Jason? The engagement tools that I've given you will help you guys grow and grow quicker than you think. So I'll give you guys an example of how I use the 10-2 method just this past week. Because again, I too sometimes slip away from using the methods that are out there. But I'm being extremely intentional. So at least once a week, and maybe once a day, I got it. If I can wake up earlier, I'm gonna do this every day. What up, Firebrand? Every day I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna wake up. I'm gonna type in a hashtag that's associated with music production, that's associated with musicianship, that's associated with singers, rappers, styles of music. I'm gonna do that, and I'm gonna pick 10 accounts. With those 10 accounts, I'm going to see which ones are active, meaning because I did something very random this past week. I did it super random, and I wish I had done it different. I just went down and I was just liking, I went down, and then in hindsight, I went to look at the accounts, and some of these people haven't posted since August. Some people hadn't posted since July. How they gonna give me an engagement if they not, you know what I'm saying? Like if these people have not been on their own accounts. So I went through and I deleted those, but the ones that were engaging, here's the aha moment. The ones that were engagement, I went on their page, and I liked some of their material because it was good. I said, oh man, this is great. And it wasn't a generic comment. It was like, yo, this is fire, bro. Is there more? And it was like, I commented on all of them. And you know what happened? They came to my page and commented, and they followed. So I increased my followers, and I increased the territory in which I can disperse information or engage. Now imagine if I do that 5 times a week, at least 5 times, 5 days, 10 different people, 2 comments, 5 likes. All I gotta do is comment 2 times on each one of these people's pages. Now ask yourself, if you spend that kind of time on Instagram, that you're already doing that without intention. I'm sure most of us on here, we do it 3 or 4 times. We comment on things and we don't consistently pursue the engagement. That's funny, Mike. You're gonna get in trouble. So with that, imagine 50 new followers. Now, I'm only saying 50 as a minimum because as you share posts, if you're communicating about social digital currency correctly, they're going to repost some of your material. You have to make it reciprocal. You have to say, hey man, hey, I loved your post. I shared it with 10 people. Can you find a post of mine that you think you rock with and do the same for me? He's stupid. I'm telling y'all, this is how you grow on these social media sites. What's up, Trail? This is how you grow your territory. You have to give. You have to give first. And then as you're giving, you have to help people understand that giving is cool and that you would appreciate that them reciprocating. So you've commented, you've added them. I told them too, I was like, yo man, I love your content. I followed you. Would appreciate a follow back. It works. Those people all followed me back. And then some of them actually commented on some of my other posts. That's important. It's important for you to give people directives. No, don't DM me until you spend some social digital currency. I had to actually say that for people to get it. We have to understand that some people and most people need to be led. I think that's something that our government has understood, is that people need to be led. Me follow you back more. He's stupid. That's one of the things that I've noticed is social media is set up for us to guide people. Whether it's guide them to your comedy, whether it's guide them to your perspective, whether it's guided to, whatever it is, you have to lead them. And if you want them to expand how you guide them, you have to say, hey man, I followed you. You follow back, bro. You won't regret it. Hey, I followed you and I shared your post. Oh, I saved your post. You got to remember, y'all now, every one of you who listened, everybody who's been on this live since 10 o'clock, 10 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, everybody who's been a part of this conversation for the last hour and a half, you owe it because you know it. You cannot escape your responsibility to educate people on how to rock with you. You can't turn away from telling people how to spend their social digital currency to create that social media engagement. You can't turn away from it now. You know too much. The responsibility of knowledge is that you have to share it when you have it. You have to use it. There's no excuse. Nobody can say, if I don't see y'all Instagram pages blowing up and y'all expanding y'all territory, if I don't see y'all growing and blowing up, I'm gonna look at y'all like, yo, are y'all not, you're either lazy at that point. You're either lazy at that point, and I'm laughing because y'all can't read the comments on the Instagram, and likewise Instagram, y'all can't read the comments on YouTube, and so that's why I'm trying to get everybody to one platform so y'all can all enjoy everybody. But yeah, it's y'all know too much now. Y'all are dangerous. Y'all are all dangerous if you use it correctly. You just got to start using it. Let me see. What'd you say, Ari? It went up. Let me see. Your comment got missed. Let me see. Oh, you were adding on to my comment. Or not as social as you. Yeah. You don't have to be. Listen, it's not even about on social media. Everybody can be social because everything evokes a thought. Everything that you watch and you see makes you think about something. Well, why not share that? That's the first thing you want to do. I don't really think much, man. When I watch and I look at different content, I say what I'm thinking right then, you know? And I do it in conjunction with who I'm communicating with. I typically don't speak in, you know, raunchy terms. I am very cautious of what I'm saying as opposed to being reckless with what I'm saying. I just want to make sure that my content, you got to keep in mind, your comment and your content that you share is a reflection of your thoughts. So if someone reposted the Confederate flag, if a black person reposted Confederate flag, you'd be like, yo, you straight? You know, what's going on? Or if you reposted something, you know, outside of the norm or something that's off, we're going to be like, yo, what are you doing, bro? Like you good? Like, is this a conversation? But either way, it still promotes the engagement. And then other people can see that engagement. Other people can see what you've posted. And that part of it is important too. I speak about that in my book. It's called The Bullseye Theory. It's a part of social digital currency where you're aiming for your target. You're trying to create a connection with one person. And what happens is your delivery and your consistency and your information is so good and so great that it attracts other people. Maybe not even your target, but it attracts other people. And there's benefit in attracting those other people. So that's all I really have for you guys tonight. There's so much more that I hope that we'll be able to share together. It's even cooler when the same group of people come and we're able to compound the information, and it's almost like a class, so to speak. But it's like a group, or you know what I mean. It's a connection that we all have, where we're all leveling up. Because even as I tell you all this stuff, it's reminding me to put them in practice just as much as it is reminding you guys to put it into practice. Now I'm gonna leave y'all with one other tip. And I realized this tip today, right? And this is on most platforms. I realized, I know for a fact it's on, he's stupid. It's on Instagram for sure, but I believe it's on every platform when it comes to, I know, right? You reading this stuff, Kira? It's on every platform when it comes to allowing people to be a part of the conversation. This is the last one I'm gonna tell y'all. I realized it today, and it's kind of what prompted me to want to have this particular Tuesday Tech Talk. I had that post on my TRXS Now account that went viral, right? And I realized, similar how I realized social digital currency needed to be something I implemented, I realized that so many people commenting. I'm talking about so many people had so much to say about this Kyrie Irving subject on my TRXS Now account. They just were, it was so many comments. Matter of fact, I let me go look just so y'all can understand where I'm coming from when I tell you like the comments. It's a comment on it right now once I returned, and somebody followed, but somebody else commented. But let me go to the where's this comment at? Okay, here it is. And this has 102 comments. 102 comments. And I responded to a lot of them, and then I realized some of them had positive things to say, some had negative things to say, and all, you know, said some crazy stuff. Let me tell y'all, I didn't realize there was a game changer in my midst until it was very late in the conversation. Because all I kept saying is, after this one dude commented, I was like, why am I responding to this fool's comments? Like, you know what I mean? And I checked, and he wasn't following me. I'm engaging with people who aren't even following me. What kind of disrespect is that for the people who are following me? So there's a feature. If you go to your settings, the three lines up there, tap it, it's going to say settings. Go to settings, go to privacy. When you go to privacy, scroll down. Privacy allows you to choose who and how people get to interact with you. Privacy does that. There you go. You see that? So guess what I did? I went to comments, and I put, I will only accept comments from people who are following me. That's it. You can't comment to me unless you spent some social digital currency. Listen, your mind, again, you know what? I don't even know how we even have a screen at this point. I don't even know how we have a screen after all this stuff I just did. I don't even know how we have a screen. That is one of the dopest tips I can give y'all. Listen, one of the dopest tips I can give you is to change that setting to where someone has to be following you. Listen to me. In real life, that's saying I have to know you for you to say some crazy shit to me. Excuse my language. That I have to know you for you to communicate foul. I have to know you for you to even communicate with me. Stranger walk up to you and he like he about to say something crazy. You ain't gonna stand there and let him talk to you. You gonna be like, I don't know you, and keep it moving. On our social networks, we respond to these idiots. And guess what? They ain't even invested in us. They haven't even followed. They haven't liked any of your material. They haven't commented on anything. They've spent no social digital currency, but you've given them a pass as if they have. Come on, man. Like, I know I just changed somebody's life in here. Change that settings. Go to your 3 lines. Go to settings. Go down to privacy. Change it to only people who can talk to you are the people you follow or your followers. That's it. Nobody should be communicating with you on your live that isn't following you. Nobody should be able to comment on your page unless they're following you. I'm giving y'all some game right now that I know that's going to change somebody's situation. If a person is trying to communicate to you, make sure they've paid the fee to come in the door and say something. Come on now. Make sure that they've made an investment in you before they suck the life out of you, before they drain you, before you give them anything. They are billionaires. So why not have them spend some of them billions of social digital currency with you? That's all I'm saying. Why not give them an opportunity to make them spend it with you? Private pages are not available for creator accounts. You can do one as a personal account, but it won't even let me make my page private. You can't have a private page and be actively trying to be a creator or a professional or a business online. So if you are going to, if you're going to, if you're going to influence the people, then you have to be accessible. One of the biggest deterrents for people, at least for me, is if I come to your page and it's private, your loss, not mine. You have everything to gain by allowing me on your page, and you have everything to lose by not allowing me on your page. These are extra ones that I didn't even think about discussing, was the private thing and all that. But I gave y'all a 3-point money shot from half court with the buzzer down to 2 seconds for the win. But your business, listen, Irie, as a business, your business has to be public until you can afford for it to be private. Until you can make it a members only thing, you have to expose it to the people. That's like you gotta look at your business like a drug transaction, in terms of, you supplying everybody with what they need, and then when everybody needs it so much, you say, okay, I got to dial it back. There's a certain way I want to do this now. And they're going to be like, what? It's like members only. Okay, what I got to do to be a member? Boom. This is what you got to do to be a member. Now I'm going to close it off to everybody else, and you members are going to feel extra special now because y'all really in this exclusive group. But you got to get the group first. You got to build the group up first, Irie. Like, you got to have the assembly. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But yeah, man, I know this is probably going to be one of my most watched videos because it's full of the sauce. I'm so excited I had an opportunity to share all this stuff with y'all tonight. It's always dope to see my friends and my extended family show up and be in these rooms with me. It's confirmation that I'm doing something right. And that's important. I always want to be on the right side of not only history, but the right side of the relationships with my friends and family. And I always want to make everybody proud. I saw some of my friends that I grew up with in high school, and they have dynamic friendships and relationships with show up in here that have always made me smile or made me think or gave me heart palpitations and all that. So that's always cool. You know what I'm saying? That's those are the things that I delight in. So yeah, I appreciate everybody showing up tonight. I really, and in true fashion, I told myself I was going to do an introduction on Instagram for 15 minutes. Mike clearly has had that Crown Royal popping. I promise you, for them comments he got, Mike has had some Crown Royal. So I was only going to do 15 minutes on Instagram, cut Instagram off, and solely nurture the YouTube channel. And here we are, hour and 45 minutes later on YouTube. What up, Jay? Yeah. So for anybody who missed this live, it'll be available at the YouTube address at the bottom. If you're trying to do anything and make any kind of impact on Instagram, I believe you are well on your way if you look, listen to the information that was posted there. For an hour and 45 minutes, I've given y'all the sauce. On Instagram, I gave it to y'all for 2 hours. Yeah. No doubt. But that's why I recorded it too, Jay. I recorded it so that, if you wanted to, if you couldn't make it here on time, yeah. But it's dope though, right? Like, and I'm doing the same. Instagram here, I'm actually running 6 accounts right now. I'm multi-streaming to my Twitch community, my Facebook community, my Twitter community, my YouTube community, my IG community, and it's one more that always slips my mind. But yeah, so we're connected. And this is how I'm going to reach the people. Like I realized I too had to step back and say, how can I refocus in such a way? I need to come back like Will Smith. You know what I mean? Like, I think I was on my Jazzy Jeff and the Fresh Prince. I was good. And then it was like, yo, let me revamp and come back like the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I think I can rock with that. The king of social digital currency. I can rock with that. Quest for Advice was happening. What I'm really hoping is that people got a chance to come over to the YouTube and just see how really fly the vibe is. The vibe on YouTube for me is everything. And I long for the day that I can just have my audience completely on YouTube and we be in this whole vibe together. I might even have smoke come out the back or whatever. I don't know if y'all can see that the light back in the corner be changing, setting the mood a little differently. Look at it going red right now. Y'all see it? Like, it's the vibe for me. Look, it's going purple right now. I just picked that up today, by the way. I was like, and I'm doing structural things here in this space just to make sure, I've added some depth with the light. I'm going into too much. Anyway, let me say, if you have not subscribed to the YouTube, here's an opportunity for you all to do so. When you hit the subscribe button, hit the notifications so that you can be here from the beginning. If you're on my IG and you haven't turned on notifications, you're going to want to do that. The IG notification is paramount. I gave y'all a lot of sauce tonight. I'm so excited for all those who are within the sound of my voice for tonight, because I know y'all just stepped it up a level. Like, information-wise, y'all have everything y'all need to be super, super dope. To really shake things up. To spend your social digital currency effectively and in a way that it's going to change your experience on social media. Do you know most people spend 6 to 8 hours on social media, and at a minimum they spend 2 hours? How about if that 2 hours that you spend on here is used in such a way that it benefits you for 8 hours that you're not on the site? How about that for an exchange? 2 hours to get you 8. 2 hours to get you 8. 7 to get you 10. Depends on whose hood you in. I'm stupid. Oh, I'm stupid, man. Oh, I'm so stupid. I'm sorry. But listen, those two tools that I said, following and turning on notifications, paramount. If you love and somebody you want to show them that you value them, save, share, and repost. If you're interested in a conversation, hit them with a comment. Be engaging. Be funny. Be witty. Be profound. Brand yourself in the process. Make sure people can identify with you and separate you from the pack of all those other people that they're going to run into. Billions of people on these sites. What makes you different? Y'all heard Irie. Yo, what up, y'all? I'm Dwight Skrapp Reynolds, the king of social digital currency. Holla at your boy. I should have ended it right there. The whole thing should have went black right after that. I don't know how to do that, but it should have went and just been black. It should just disappear. Be like, did he just leave saying his name? But I took that long dramatic pause afterwards so I can just clip that section out, and I'm going to post that. Yo, I'm Dwight Skrapp Reynolds, the king of social digital currency. I'm actually going to change my profile. The king of social digital currency. That is going to happen. King of SDC. Yeah, you know me. Anyway, I hope y'all's rocking with the vibes. I'm so hurt that all of my people that are on Instagram didn't get a chance to hear, like, the music is the right touch. It feels like I'm in a lounge. It feels like I'm in a lounge talking to y'all, man. I feel like I'm like the vibes is crazy. It's a bit flirty. It's confident. It's sexy. It's a whole little thing happening right now. Can you feel it? I mean, not y'all. Instagram, I know it's not y'all, but my YouTube people, can you feel it? Hey. All right, so yep, Lisa on her A&R stuff. So he almost made me lose my train of thought. Let me where did I post that at? Oh, I sent it to my desktop. Okay, so let me look up something real quickly for you guys. Okay, so also it's not on Instagram. The background music is still playing on YouTube. It was never on Instagram. It was never on Instagram. That's why I kept telling people, come from Instagram over to YouTube so you can hear it. But what up, Melissa? Let me give y'all the schedule. So the schedule is every night at 10 p.m. I'll be live. For how long, I do not know. And I'll be live on YouTube, which is multicast to those other ones, which oh wait, I can show y'all here, I think. Let me see. If I do this, and there y'all go right there, look, boom. So that's the schedule. But I think the words are in the way. I'm not really sure. Let me do that. Let me see. This, there it goes. So tonight is let me get out of that. Stop sharing that. So tonight is Tech Talk Tuesdays. Tomorrow will be Wildin' Out Wednesdays. Thursday is Throwback Thursdays, which Throwback Thursdays, what I'm thinking about doing is inviting an artist over that I worked with and reenacting or replaying or breaking down a song that we did, so you guys can hear how I structure records together And then sample flip Fridays are exactly what they are. Sample flip Fridays will be when I take a sample that a guest who's in my studio will pick out. I will have not known what it was. It'll either be in record or CD form, or I'll be able to search it from online, and I'll create something from scratch. Saturday and Sundays will be off limits, and those will be spontaneous. Now, for any time that, you know, I may feel creative or feel like I just want to vibe out and bring something back to the table outside of those specific times, these are the reasons why you have notifications turned on. It's because you never know. Sometimes I might just get on and I just want to say, you know, I just want to have a conversation with y'all about something that is profound or something that was funny, but it's about sharing that engagement with you guys, and I want y'all to not miss it. That's the point of turning on notifications on all of the platforms that are associated with me. So TikTok is another platform I have to nurture. I've been told many times, like, yo, you got to do more on your TikTok because you're, you know, the information and the vibes is off the chain. Of course, Instagram is where we're at, so I'll continue to do that. But more importantly, YouTube has really been effective and is an amazing platform for me to spend time on. And it's one of the only ones that really lets you see the whole vibe that I got going on here in my layout. So I would implore you all to hit the subscription button, turn on the notification bell, and stay tuned for more vibes. This is just the beginning. This is the first official, like, kind of night of kicking it, man. And we're effectively 2 hours in. Like, I really started this at 10 o'clock. So I know you guys want to hear more, but I'm gonna have to allow y'all to tune back in at a later time. And I know who turned on notifications. I know who's spending their social digital currency. I'm looking forward to seeing and hearing great things. But this post will be able to be revisited. What's today? Tuesday night. I may publish it right away, or I may download the content and condense it, because I did a lot of telling people, like, come to YouTube, you know, and join the YouTube. And I don't think I want to do that in the playback. I think I just want to allow you guys to really just embellish the content, just consume that so you guys can use it more effectively. But in order for that to happen, I actually have to listen back to the full 2 hours that we've been on and cut, remove. So bear with me. This Tuesday content may be posted. I'm not sure. It may be posted it may be posted either this week or next week. I'm not really sure. It just depends on, like, for the amount of content I'm about to start creating, there also is the process of editing and giving it back to you guys in a way that I think is efficient. So I want to be ahead of the game a little bit. Oh, I'm sorry, I was flexing. I'm sorry. Jay's still in the room. Kid with Wings is the one who did this whole sleeve for me. I should have mentioned that, but I didn't know if y'all could see all that. Ooh. But he did the whole sleeve. There was a post, I had it up, of on my YouTube. We went live for the whole 8 hours. 8 hours he did the 4 tattoos that are on my arm. Like, we were live the whole 8 hours he did it. So y'all can see every process of how he started building it, you know what I'm saying, and all the different things. And I'm gonna end up having him do the rest, like do the inside eventually. I just don't know what I want to put there yet. With that being said, I'm about to close out. First, I'm gonna say deuces to everybody on my YouTube. Lanita, Mad Love, Mike, Crazy Kira, Ari, everybody who joined, you know what I'm saying. Yo, Fire Tracks, I wish you had came earlier. You could have benefited from the information. But if you take down that YouTube at the bottom, I'm going to be reposting it pretty soon. It's $1 billion worth of information that we talked for the last 2 hours of content. I will not be reposting this to Instagram. This will solely be seen and available on my website as well as on YouTube. I think for YouTube, I'm just gonna embed it in my website. So either way, it's still like YouTube or whatnot. But yeah, appreciate y'all. I'm out. All right, and then let's end it here. Boop. All right, E. Y'all have a good night. I'll speak to y'all soon. Stay tuned next time.